Welcome to Safe Space. Safe Space. A place for a young woman who is there navigating life, searching for purpose, facing challenges and daring to dream. This is a place for you. Whatever stage of life you're at as a young woman, this is a place where you don't need to miss. My name is Livia Arinda. I'm a life coach, and I always bring to you these conversations. And I don't come alone always. I come with a group of people so that you can hear from different people, because sometimes what works for one person doesn't work for another, and sometimes what we think or what has worked for us may not work for others. So we bring in different kinds of people so that we can share from different experiences, different opinions, and help you grow. Myself, I be here learning, and I hope you're always there learning. And we are always here at Namaste Restaurant in Kamocha. It's behind City Oil. It's a good place where you go with your family, alone, or for a wedding, for your parties. So you don't need to complain. If you have children, they have a place for you where you can go and play with your children. You can have a weekend out there and enjoy with your children. So with both local and international food. So reach out, come and see the place and enjoy for yourself. Yes. Today we are talking about why young women are supposed to work for themselves. Why should a young woman work for herself? And in our previous episode, we talked about it, and they were saying whatever the uncertainties in this world, you can't be sure. Sometimes think it's not enough. The money at home is not enough. Sometimes Kameza money is not enough. And someone said, even husband, some people don't even give Kameza money. So you need to work for yourself. But then working for yourself as a woman doesn't come alone. It comes with so many challenges, because when you start working, again, you remain a mother, you remain a wife, or even when you're not married, you still have personal lives and other things to do. So, and now if you're married, then it becomes worse. Sometimes you find you want to work, but your husband doesn't want you to work. But anyway, before we go any further, I'll request my panel to introduce themselves, then we can proceed. You're most welcome.
Thank you.
Kindly introduce yourselves to our viewer.
Ladies and gentlemen, any activity which involves physical, mental, towards a purpose to achieve something is called work. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Edron Ayela, and I'm manager of Namaste Kampala Restaurant and Bar. It's located behind City Oil, Kamucha, next to the British High Commission. And I'm also a member of Safe Space. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. My name is Charity Bubu. I am the CEO of Page Sports and Pelu Stores at Junction Mall, Chireka. I deal in bags for the store, and then I also have an online juice making business. Thank you.
Good to have you.
Nawale Marina Prudence is my name. Ingrid, my name as well. I'm a certified chef. I'm a holistic life skills coach. I'm the CEO, the Elation Confections, where I do private home cooking, cakes and pastries, individual and group trainings, meal planning too. I'm also a CEO and founder of the Big Sister Tales, where I tell people give your greatness the permission to shine. Thank you. I'm happy to be here, a member of Safe Space.
Good to have you on the show. And as I talked about, introduce the topic, today we are looking at the challenges these women face, because you're all saying, in the previous episode you were saying women are supposed to work, but then there are a lot of challenges. Sometimes I want to work, but my husband doesn't want me to work. Yet I'm a wife and I have to be submissive. So how can these women overcome such challenge?
If your husband is the challenge of why you shouldn't work, think through the partner that you married. Because one of the things that you consider before marriage is the type of a partner you're going to marry. By the time we get married, we should be at a level of understanding of all our personal goals, the future goals, and then as a family, we have our own family goals. So for me, I feel like in this era, in this generation where parents have invested lots of money for a girl child to go to school, we shouldn't be limited to work because of marriage. Marriage is not a prison where you are going to go and then...
What if it is one of our goals that the husband is going to work, I sit home and raise children, and we want to do a model family? There's someone who has say they are looking at a model family, so they want the woman to be the one to raise the children herself.
Now, dear listener, we need to put two things across. There are two type of men we do have. There are some tend to be lazy men. There are those one. Okay, once you marry a lazy man, for him is okay. You want to work, you want to go early at what time? He's okay with it. He's always positive. If you find a lazy man, okay, go. See you in the evening. They are such type of men. But there are those who call themselves that men are men, regardless.
Men.
A man is supposed to be a man. You understand? And you find mostly such type of men, they have what they call principles. They are always rotated by principles.
And some not just
because
principles,
the
but
one,
Antonio.
yes, they are those who call themselves men. They, from their fingertips, they know some of the responsibility of a woman at home or in the house. There are some who knows that a woman is supposed to wash, cook food for them, and then maybe take children or pick children from school. They are those type of men. So what happens when you meet or you marry that type of man? There's a lot of challenges which comes in. Of course, at the end of the day, we need to see that a woman is also a human being. So this is a person, if a woman is educated, there's a reason why the woman was paid school fees or went to study even further. Number one, if a man doesn't want you to work, literally like they have denied some of you right, which includes career in life, because
Career growth.
yes, because some women have what they want to pursue at the end of the day.
Yeah, true.
So if you find this man who says no, you're not supposed to work, that's it. Actually, they are doing what they call their psychological torture. So a woman will be denied their rights. And also when you find such type of a woman who says, you know what, you're supposed to always be at home and work for me, or okay, there are those type of men. Yes. So there also okay, in the society we call it also gender imbalance. You are not respecting the gender. Actually, you really define them.
I brought you as a helper, so you're supposed to do what I tell you. You're supposed to remain home, wash for me, iron for me.
What makes you a man to be called a man is not you restricting your wife from working.
Exactly.
Wives are not housemates. Yeah, we all have different goals and visions even before marriage. Before you married me, you knew this is a career woman, you knew this is a business woman, this is an office woman, this is a lazy woman. So before you take me in, know that either you're going to support me, not putting me down. For example, if Gashumba says hey, if Gashumba says I give everything to my woman, it's a lie. Let's be very realistic, it's a lie. Because why? Do you want to tell me his wife is not going to work? Definitely she's going to work. No, there's no way. You see, you can give me everything physically, financially, emotionally, and what? But there's always that one thing lacking. Because for me, if I wake up in the morning and I want to get married, I would want someone who is going to support me in every area of my life, including my career. Not you putting my career, because there's the reason why my parents woke up in the morning and educated me. They didn't educate me for me to come and cook for you. Yeah, if you want someone to wash for you, buy a washing machine. If you want someone to cook for you, please hire a house helper. You understand?
Now,
we all have careers to chase.
When you turn the other side of
now
the coin,
let's put two things. Let's put a wife who is married to a man, and then let's put a house girl. All those two, at the end of the day, they are women. If the husband to the house girl has been able or has given permission for the lady to go and work, then what about who is married to a man? A man cannot allow you to work.
Okay,
because we believe the house girl is also a wife to a certain man somewhere. Yeah. But this is a man who has given her freedom to go and work. The house girl will work. At the end of the day, will come with her
But
money.
sometimes the men who stop their women from working, okay, some yes allow the maids, but then others come in the name of I married you, you need to take care of me. I don't need another woman now to be the one.
You know, you can have a maid and still your man refuses to eat to eat her food. He has to wait for you to come from work.
Yes.
For you to serve him to eat.
Yeah.
Oh, traditional.
But also, you know, there's also allowing a woman to go and work.
Like how?
Okay. Now, there's one thing you have to know. Okay, I'll ask you as a woman. More very important point. This one here. There's what they call how will you balance your family and also work. That's where the challenge now will come in.
By nature, women, we are born multi-talented. If you do not have a woman who is multi-talented, watomera? Should I tell you? Should I tell you? Because I can nurture children, I can go to work, I can carry pregnancies, I can take children to school, while my husband, the only thing he can do is to wake up, put on his suit and go to office. Can you handle that? Can you?
No.
So it's not about me stopping to work that I'm going to be a good wife. That doesn't make me a good wife.
But sometimes these men stop women from working because
they're insecure.
Even bosses at the workplace are also not easy. Your wife goes and works, then she reaches at work, and then the boss takes you.
Let me tell you, housewives are very stubborn. These women, you see. If I wanted to cheat on my husband, I don't need to get to office first. You see that time when he's not home?
At home,
there's nothing I'm going to do. After cooking lunch, I'm on my TikTok. I'm seeing that 6-pack
but
guy.
you will not leave home. You will not. Where are you going to be cheating online? Because they are not going to allow you to leave home.
Insecurities that make these men stop women from working.
Further we go. Furthermore, I think also let's consider some of the challenges in work,
as a young girl,
on workspaces. Yes.
Well, for me personally, I've worked and I've gotten to the point that I'm giving up over what I've started. But at the point of giving up, I'm telling myself, if I give up, what next? If I'm like, maybe I'm leaving this job, what next? Am I going to just sit home? And I'm like, Mommy, I need data, I need airtime, I need money to plait my hair, or I'm going to have a boyfriend to provide. I need this, he will get tired. He may also have other responsibilities.
No, but again, some other men also, they say when a woman works, she becomes disrespectful. Because now you needed them, and now you're able to take care of yourself, so you become disrespectful.
No. Working for myself does not mean that I should become disrespectful.
No, okay.
Some people do, but that's not true.
Okay, let's also look at some of the major challenges also. Let's put this in a workspace. I think such women who have gone on working, there are also a lot of challenges they face. Number one, things to go like sexual harassment, they really face that. We should not forget about that as well. There's also, yes, you know, even in leadership, if a man leads, there's that criticism which comes in, this one won't manage, and you tend to get few people who can literally believe in what you're doing.
Yep.
So some of those are some of the challenges.
Wow. Anyway, working for yourself as a woman, it's not something easy, but then we don't have to give up. We are still continuing. Let's come back. Welcome back to Safe Space, and it's not easy for women who are working, myself inclusive. It's not been an easy journey. But then we don't have to give up on ourselves. So we are still continuing with the challenges young women who are working for themselves, who are working, face. So what are some of the other challenges these women face?
Well, self-sabotage is one of them. These are actions that intentionally or unintentionally they undermine one's goals, whereby this could be like self-doubt. You get up to a point of doubting yourself.
You feel you're not able to do what you're doing.
Yes, you cannot carry, I cannot do this. It's not possible for me to carry on. So you get a point of self-doubt. Procrastination itself, it's a form of self-sabotage. You'll be there I'm going to get started.
I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do
I
it
should
next
push and
time.
inject this more business in this business so that you can boost, and you're like, I'll do next month. Next month comes, you keep
You
procrastinating. So in
procrastinating.
another way, you are self-sabotaging yourself, and it's really a challenge that you get at a point that
You see no progress. 6
There's
months
no
are down
yeah.
the road, you see no
You
progress.
are like,
eh?
I think I should quit this. It's not for me. But
Wow.
and another thing, we have strongholds, things that they are keeping us still. You are in that shell. You are like, which best example can I give over strongholds? You yourself, kwegamba, we feel kale kanjogere mu Luganda okwekiririzaamu.
You don't believe in yourself.
Yeah, you don't believe in yourself. So as you get started, you feel like maybe, but as you take a step, you are like, it's like climbing a staircase. As you take a step, nogamba, I cannot.
So you need to believe in yourselves even when
Yes.
things are not going on well.
Yeah, believing in yourself.
Yeah.
As you take a step and you're like, it's not possible. As you take another, you're like, I think I can do it. As you get to the top and you're like, yes, I've done it.
Wow. Charity, what other challenges do you think these women face?
Me as a young woman, the challenge I faced when I was beginning my business was finances. I had no enough capital, I had no support system, but I had ideas. So it's through those ideas that I lacked what to do. Like I said, when I began my juice business, I had only the idea, but I had no machinery, I had no branding, and then all these things needed money. But as a sharp person, I rotated around until finances came through. So women, young girls really have a challenge of finances. They don't have a support system.
So first it, you need to boost that business. You have the great ideas.
You
but
have it.
Honestly, you're not having the capital. You are looking out. You even think of what should
The money, and people are good at telling you can
find
start.
that, well,
You can
there is
start.
this point you can have someone, maybe you are dating someone, and someone's like, only if someone is not even willing to support you, unless maybe you are committed to them.
So
you will find yourself making wrong decisions or taking the wrong direction just because you want to have that business on.
So there's finances, and then also we have a challenge of wanting to do what the other person does. Just because my sister does this, I'm also going to sell it.
And
Just because my friend is doing it, I'm also going to do
it's
it.
making money, so I have to look for something.
It's
which
going
is-
to be a
By all
challenge because why? You're doing something that you're not passionate about. You're doing something that you don't love, you don't like, but you think you want to outcompete your friends.
You're not skillful.
You're
in
not
it.
skilled, you're not educated about it, you have any idea
Exactly.
of the business you're venturing in. So before you know it, the business is down.
Down,
So
sure.
it's a challenge that before I would encourage any young woman who is venturing into business or going into career growth, know what you want. Have an idea, yes, but know what you want. Educate yourself more. And then also our friends, our relatives, our families, parents, be the number one support system for your girl child. These girls want your support. Whenever your girl child brings in an idea on table and say, Daddy, I want to do this. I am really, really passionate about it. Even if it's dancing. Because we've seen dancers making money. Even if it's being a musician, do not toss them away. Have a way of how you can encourage them, show them the other side of business, bring them together of what you think they can do better. But if everyone had a support system, financially, emotionally, physically, spiritually, we can do it.
Wow. As a gentleman, what advice do you give to either those who have started and are almost giving up, or someone who has not yet started?
Now, first and foremost, they say, okay, how do I say? Number one, people need to be skillful. A young lady there out need to be skillful. Don't stick on what you have studied. Sometimes we do study fine, but then the job doesn't come.
That's true.
So this needs you to be more creative. Yes, try to engage yourself in other work before you reach to what you studied for.
Yeah.
You know, take a good look example of me. I studied forestry. from Makerere. I did forestry. I didn't know that I was going to be a manager to the place. But how did I become a manager? Is I joined my friends who were actually DJ. I joined the DJ academy. I started playing in the nightclub, and people used to love what I used to play, and they have fun. And I went further. I said, okay, since I have the crowd now, because I had people believe in me that yes, anywhere it goes, we shall go. I said, like, okay, well, let me make use of my friend. What I had to do, I went into organizing events. You understand? Okay. I could put an event with a theme and the poster and also a ticket fee.
That's true.
People could come because they knew I was going to play, and I'm the one who is organizing the event. Then the people could come. That created for me a very big platform whereby I could even strongly go to any restaurant and say, you know what? If you give me the job in your business, I already have my customers, I have followers, I have people who believe in me. You'll definitely have the business. Because one of the restaurants gave me a chance.
To sell that restaurant.
You understand my point?
Testimony about technical skills. For me personally, when I finished my Form 6, I found myself that the world is throwing me into the practical world. But what helped me sell through is skills. My mom used to take us like holiday. You go for skilling, hairdressing, hair this. But for me, I was basically passionate about cakes, food stuff, and I had done food and nutrition way back. But as soon as I finished Form 6, I was able to work with a big cafe in the country that where I was working with people who are having diplomas. And I was able to sit on the same table with them, and we are doing work. But you find that if I never had a skill, how will I have survived to date?
So we should do even when we are having our formal education, we should also have that.
And we are really appreciating the current curriculum where they are training, they are imparting skills, different skills in students. That if I'm passionate about it, I'll go to play instruments, I'll go to the baking, someone who develop IT skills. You find that as you leave school, because sometimes we leave school and I've not discovered myself what I really want to be. We grow up, I dream to be a doctor, I want to be a pilot, but the reality of the world is not what it is.
Well, so as we conclude, what is your final word on all this?
For me, about challenges, I would say that smooth seas never make skillful sailors. The challenges really come, but they make us grow, they make us stronger. So without the challenges, when you are sailing across a smooth sea and it's plain sailing, you will not know what it really takes when someone is really sailing across
the
sea
storms
when
they are storm.
Across a storm. So as you sail through life, whether you are going through a desert, whether you are climbing a mountain, whether you are passing through whatsoever way, so smooth seas never make skill.
Okay. Wow. We're well aware that employment is very stressful and discouraging, but as a person out there, you should not always give up. You know, I've always seen very many people, if they go to this restaurant, they ask for the job, they don't give them, you'll find them somewhere else applying. So that's the routine of nowadays. Just be positive and keep trying.
And another thing I've observed in the employment world, we have this sort whereby I'll be employed in a working space and I'll only see the bad side. Yeah, this job, they tell me this, they tell you this, you don't want to do. But as soon as you lose that job, that's when you think like,
that's when you know you are.
Exactly, sure.
So I want to like young girls, not only young girls, the girls,
all of us,
but also
women. Today's generation doesn't want
Exactly.
One day I went for a workshop somewhere, and I was talking about something like attitude. So these people are convicting to me, and like we never knew that attitude. We are having challenges.
One of the most weapons.
Yes, is attitude.
Before you talked about it, but because you've talked about it, I think I have to adjust my attitude in whatever way. So someone
actually
shared that, and I was like, the boss was like, this one gives me headache, talk to that person. And I was like, I tried to talk to the guy, but I discovered this person has attitude issues.
Wow. What are your lessons?
I would conclude, young women, older women, as long as you're still in employment and in business, please appreciate everything you do. Appreciate the little that you're doing. Do not compare yourself with someone else. If your business is moving at a certain rate, please appreciate, because that's what God has given you and that's where God wants you to be. So appreciate what you have. Also wish others well. Tobeera mukodo, tobeera mulogo, tobeera anything. Wish others well, because they say what we sow is what we reap. So you reap good. And then also make sure you marry the right man. when you marry the right man,
Okay.
you're right. When you marry rightly, the right man or the right wife, let me tell you, your career business is going to grow. Your everywhere you go, you're going to thrive. But if you have a bad partner, you will come back and tell us.
Me into conclusion. God is above everything, so we need to believe as well. Prayer is always the first thing you need to put into your life. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming today and for discussing this topic, because sometimes we go through things and we feel maybe we are alone, but then thank you so much for sharing your experiences. It's always not a straight path, but then life, we have to continue moving. And to our viewer out there, I believe if you're a young woman, possibly your husband is stopping you from working, we've talked about it. You know what you should do. And if you're already working, these challenges will be there. Some men, they first stop you because they are not seeing your money. But then as you continue and they see the growth, they are going to allow you. So, and above all, include God in all this, because we can't do everything on our own, but we have to rely on God. Thank you so much, and until next time, bye-bye.